Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike at TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Flagstaff Epro 12 SRK rear kitchen travel trailer. Pretty cool little trailer here. I'm here to show you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. So let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. I want you to take into consideration when you're parking is where your water and power hookups are going to be. Both can be on your off camp side. Your power just in front of the tire, and your water right above the tire. So park accordingly so that you can utilize the facilities, and make sure that your back door can open up. Once you're parked, you can use your power tongue jack. You do have a docking light on here, and simply raise or lower the unit until you got it level. Now you can raise it up off the jack and replace the tire with the solid metal piece. Allows you to sit better. Raise and lower this till you got unit level. Once you've got it level, you can go ahead and stabilize the unit. On the rear here, you have a couple hand crank stabilizing jacks with a 3/4 inch socket on the end of this. Simply crank it down. You can use a drill gun or impact driver and run these down in a couple of seconds. But as you get to the bottom, you really should slow down, because all you want to do with these is stabilize the unit. You don't want to lift the unit at all from level. I do recommend jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris, hot blacktop in the summer. Better distribute the weight, keep it from sinking into the ground. Grab you a 2-pack of those from our store, your 10% off coupon. Go ahead and run these down just until they're taut. Again, you don't want to change the levelness of the unit, you just want to stabilize it. So you got one on each side. Run them stabilizing jacks down, and then we can go ahead and hook up our power. The power is hooked up here on the side, 30 amp service. Should you need it, in your convenience pack is a 30 to 110 adapter. The way these go on now is they go straight on, twist to the right, twist on your washer. Let's hook up our water. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. Water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in the unit. You always want to use this whenever putting liquid into the unit, because you don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites. So hook up your hose, hook up your water pressure regulator. But before you turn it on, come right here to your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point, this door will come right off. What we're doing at this point is making sure our drain plug's back in. May have left it out from last time you were camping and draining your hot water heater. Once we've got our drain plug in here nice and tight, we can go ahead and turn on our hose. After our hose has been on for a little while, we're going to come up to this water pressure regulator, or release valve, pressure release valve, and you're going to pull on this button. That's going to go ahead and release air out of the lines. Once you got a nice steady flow of water, you know that your hot water heater is full and you can turn it on from indoors. If your hot water heater isn't working for some reason, come out here and look at these bubbles here. If they're sticking out, just push it back in. It's a reset. Alright, we got our water hooked up. If we're going to go ahead and use potable water, if we're going to go dry docking with this thing, get the City Water Connect, go right here to your potable water. Simply open this up and fill it with a hose. 2 ways to tell when it's full. 1, you have an overflow valve here to the left. Or 2, Back here where you can check your levels, hold your fresh water, and once that's full up top, you know that your potable water is full. Once it is full, that's where you turn on your water pump. Remember, don't turn on your water pump when using city water, it's already pressurized. So we've got our water power hooked up, we're all ready to camp. Let me walk you around the unit, show you a few other things. So back here again, potable water, city water connect, antifreeze inlet for when you winterize the unit. Here is cable and satellite hookups. Is prepped for solar on the side. Put a solar panel on there and it'll trickle charge your batteries. Just as a vent release for heat inside. Your hot water heater. Your low point drains. Open them up and leave the campsite. Coming up front here. Outdoor speakers. This is your inverter telling you where your power is coming from. A couple of USB back here. Your sink. Another way to tell when your sink is water's full is just turn this on. It's winterized at the moment. Your stove you will have to hand light. Put that to light position with your gas on and light it with a long lighter. Down here is where you check your levels. Your battery. Your fresh tank. Your gray tank. And black if you needed it. Your hot water heaters. This is where you turn that on. There's a 110 with GFCI reset. Your plumbing underneath your sink. Self-explanatory microwave. And insignia fridge with controls inside. Coming over here, this is a removable table with a holder and Suburban griddle that all hooks up here. It comes with your Quick Connect LP, which is right there. A 110 there. Also give you a nice Forest River spatula to go with that griddle. Beats any outdoor grill that they've got. So on your steps here, there's a little piece here that you can slide up underneath the wheel well. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Slide up underneath the wheel well. Just like so. And it gives you a step you can step up onto. You get up and check out your roof. Your air, your antenna, and your rack system. Again, that just slides out of there. And folds right down. Easily storable. Come to the front of your unit, there's your cover for your propane. Your propane does have a regulator on it. Simply turn it toward the tank you wish to be using. Your batteries, check your battery post now and then. Make sure they're good. They are bouncing a house down the road. There's your jacket bike rack system. There's actually an extension for it to go further up. There's a good YouTube video on how to hook up your bikes on the Lippert jacket bike rack system. Here's your hand crank for your spare tire. A docking light here. This is your furnace heat release. If you're running your furnace, steer clear of that. It'll get rather warm. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look inside your unit. A lot to be said for this little indoors. So here's your furnace release. There's 110. Little stowable USB 110 port. I'll bring your sofa down to a bed in a moment. Coming over here on the wall is your furnace. Simply turn that on. And you heard that kick on. So there's your furnace. Here's your air. Turn this to what you want. Low cool, high cool. There's your smoke alarm. Down here on the bottom, you do have access to that storage out there. There's your inverter. There's your 12 volt carbon monoxide detector. And the reason I mention that's 12 volt is it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day and you don't have anything charging your battery, disconnect one of the posts to keep this from running your battery down. Access panel to your breaker box and fuses. Looks like you got a handful of 15s in there, a 30, a 40. Highly recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. Access panel to the back of your plumbing out there. Your 12-volt TV. Your LED TV with DVD combo. Here's your RV Technology sound system. You can play your music. If I can find some music here. Hit the stand. Anyway, you can play your music indoors, shut it off indoors, and just have it outdoors. Auxiliary, AM, FM, Bluetooth compatible. There's storage up here. And most importantly, and lastly, your fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is by the entry doorway. In case you're outside and something happens out there, everyone will know where it's at. Now quickly, I'm going to show you how to run this bed out. Simply grab it here, pull it towards you. There's your platform. Pull this cushion forward. And then your back two will fold down and tuck in back there. Have everything brought forward. I think I've got this bed button forward. There it goes. Anyway, this will tuck in there and give you your main bed. I think it's just a little cold right now. There we go. Easier than I made it look. So again, just to return it, fold this back up, lift it on top of here, push it to the back, push your cushion back, and push your floor back. I kind of lift up on it as I'm pushing it, just so these won't grind down there. Alright, so we're going to leave the campsite. First, you're going to put everything away. Going to go to the rear. Bring up our stabilizing jack. Shut off any water pump for dry docking. Coming over here, going to open up your low point drains. Come up top, leave the water out of the lines, and open up your hot water heater. Use the socket, that will be hot water coming out of there. Again, bring up your stabilizing jacks. If you're using potable water, you dump that, both of those right there, the blue one and your white one back there. That'll open that all up and head on home. Again, thank you for your purchase. Hope you guys enjoy this Epro for many years to come. Happy camping.